What's up, guys? This is Andrew Ottaway. Handle on Instagram, weak little guy. Well, weak_little_ guy. I'm coming at you guys today with some sumo assistance lifts. And one of the most crucial things that I think that is overlooked is hamstring strength. Your quad strength is expressed very well in the sumo deadlift, meaning you can have very little quad strength, but it's capable of lifting a lot more weight in the lift. And that's because of very high mechanical efficiency. However, in order to be able to do that, you need to keep your hips down at the start of the pull. And what does that? Your hamstrings. So one of the biggest exercises that I think is very important is externally rotated femurs in the glute ham raise. If you perform the glute ham raise properly, where you're not mainly doing a back extension, but you're actually working primarily in flexion and extension in your knees, then you're gonna get a lot more benefit out of it, and you're gonna be able to keep yourself in that bottom position, and your hips aren't gonna rise at the start of the pull, as long as you're mechanically sound in your technique in the sumo deadlift. One of the most beneficial and underlooked accessory lifts for sumo deadlifting is sumo deadlifting. And the reason why I say this is because y'all are slacking on technique. Practice, practice, practice. I don't mean, go and start doing extra 10 singles, at like 90% just to practice your technique. I mean, come into the gym, grab the bar, deadlift 135 like 10 times before you start your working sets for singles, 10 different singles. And I think that it's extremely important to practice your technique, and that's gonna lead a lot of result. Another very beneficial accessory lift for sumo is block pulls, sumo block pulls. And the reason for that is because people tend to get stuck at lockout with sumo because of the way that they lock their knees prior to them locking their back and getting stuck in that bad position. So if you practice keeping yourself in that good position throughout the top of the lift, and you ingrain that motor pattern well enough, when you're pulling from the floor, your pulls are gonna move a lot smoother. Another really helpful accessory lift for sumo deadlift is conventional deadlift. And the reason for this is because it really helps accentuate that back extension at the very top of the sumo deadlift that a lot of people tend to be weaker in. Sumo expresses quad strength in a very, very, very well way. You can have very little quad strength yet be able to lift a lot more with that knee extension in the sumo lift than you're going to be able to extend with. So conventional deadlifts are a very important accessory exercise for sumo deadlift to make sure that you're not missing those lifts at lockout and that you're capable of completing that lift and holding it at the top. That's about it. Thanks, guys.